Driving to visit family may cost you extra this Thanksgiving holiday. We'll have more in tonight's show.
The cold weather is finally here in San Diego, but is it here to stay? Find out more in weather.
The holidays are coming and an iconic Christmas character is coming to the Old Globe stage. Find out who it is in entertainment.
Will shopping for gifts this holiday cost you more? Find out in our in-depth report. Newscene starts now. Hi, I'm Joel Garcia. Welcome to this week's edition of Newscene, a broadcast produced by the students of San Diego City College. Every Wednesday, we bring you the latest news of the week. The college requires everyone to wear a face mask indoors, and that includes all of our crew here in our studio. We have an exemption for those of us on camera. We continue to follow all necessary local, state, and federal guidelines to ensure a safe environment for those of us back on campus. But we remain as focused as ever on bringing you the latest. We start off with news about California setting a new record most drivers won't be too happy about. Gas prices have reached above $4.60 on Sunday, and it only continues to rise. Prices have passed the last all-time record high. That was back in October of 2012. Heavy rain and the rise of crude oil prices are said to be contributing factors. The increasing gas prices may affect families traveling during Thanksgiving holiday. And speaking of high prices, the country is experiencing record inflation. That means holiday shoppers may find their wallets a little bit thinner. Roxy will tell us more in her in-depth report.
Yes, Joel. And it's not just gas prices on the rise. Costs everywhere for everything are climbing higher and higher. Prices around the country are seeing a rate of inflation not seen in decades. The Bureau of Labor Statistics states inflation this year has grown by more than 6%. This marks the highest rise in inflation since 1990. The pandemic is playing a role in this growing problem. Worker shortages and factory shutdowns across the globe have impacted the availability of goods. And as society pushes for a rebound, supply cannot keep up with demand. The Biden administration's response to the ongoing issue has changed alongside the rise. The president signed his infrastructure plan this week. He hopes that will bring relief.
But my plan to build back better for our people. Getting folks back to work and reducing the cost of things like childcare, elder care, housing, healthcare, prescription drugs.
But even that won't come before the busy holiday season. Americans will have to cope with the consequences. That means higher prices and delays for everything from gifts to light. Experts say plan ahead, consider buying holiday gifts early, set a budget, and stick to it. We'll keep a close eye on this story in the coming weeks. Back to you.
Thanks, Roxy. Let's all hope this inflation only lasts for this holiday season. Now we go to our latest COVID-19 coverage. The number of COVID-19 patients in local hospitals have increased dramatically. According to state data, the number jumped from 10 to 260 since last Sunday. The news comes across as county vaccinations was updated. 82% of residents have received at least one dose of the vaccine, and 74% are fully vaccinated. And public health officials hope to make this holiday season safe with vaccine boosters. California officials are asking medical facilities to administer the shots to any eligible resident. This goes above the CDC's recommendations that calls for boosters for those over 65 or with underlying health conditions. Officials fear of a surge of COVID-19 during the cold winter season. Europe is facing another wave of COVID-19, and in Austria, the unvaccinated have been put in a countrywide lockdown. The stay-at-home order applies to anyone over the age of 12 who has not yet gotten a COVID-19 vaccine. There are exceptions for school, grocery shopping, or work, but anyone caught breaking lockdown could be fined the equivalent of $1,600. Only 65% of Austria is fully vaccinated. Coming up, Britney Spears' conservatorship has come to an end. Jillian will give us the updates on that in entertainment. And the fog has been rolling into San Diego. Find out when it will clear out later in weather. We'll be right back after the break.
So there you are, shuffling through a stack of resumes and you come to mine. This is it, first impression, my way in. But can my resume show you how I truly stand out? Like that I was studying, going to night school while working 2 jobs just to help my parents pay for groceries. Or being the first one to always step up. No, that's something you just can't put on paper. Look beyond the resume and discover new ways to develop great talent that is dedicated, hardworking, and determined like me.
Dear Santa, I've been a good girl all year. I could make my list a mile long.
Each Christmas morning, children wake up to the hope that their Christmas wishes have come true, that Santa has answered their letter. For some kids, that dream may not come true without your help.
But this Christmas, I really want to do something special.
This year, join the Marine Corps in donating a new unwrapped toy to Toys for Tots.
I knew he'd come.
Every child deserves a little Christmas.
Welcome back to Newscene. With Thanksgiving just around the corner, it's time to plan your special meal. The Salvation Army will be offering hot meals on November 25th around San Diego County. But if you're interested in cooking your own meal, some places are offering a helping hand. Bayview Baptist Church of San Diego and the City of National City are some that will have free food distribution starting next week. And make sure to check out City Times Me on Instagram to learn how to prepare your donated food and spruce up your side dishes. In addition to those holiday events, a local nonprofit is supporting military families in need. Active military and family members often struggle to put their food on their table. Activists say it's an issue that's only gotten increasingly worse during the pandemic. San Diego is especially hard hit considering the large local military community and high cost of living. The Armed Services YMCA and Blue Star families have set up food banks near major domestic bases, including here in San Diego. A holiday tradition is back this year. The Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade is returning to New York City. The 2020 edition was restricted due to the COVID-19 pandemic. This year's parade boasts 4 new floats that include Baby Yoda, as well as a lineup of great performers. The event will air on November 25th from 9 to 12 p.m. on NBC. The Old Globe recently opened their annual Christmas show. Jillian, tell us more about that.
Thanks, Joel. Christmas is not the only thing the Grinch is stealing this year. He's also stealing the show at the Old Globe.
You're a triple-decker toadstool and sauerkraut sandwich! With arsenic sauce!
The musical How the Grinch Stole Christmas is back at the Balboa Park Theater. This year, actor Andrew Pollack will be taking on the iconic role. Performances are running now through December 31st. And the first Asian American Muppet is joining the cast of Sesame Street.
Give it up for Jillian! Aw, thanks for the intro, everyone.
The cast welcomes Ji Young, a 7-year-old Korean American girl who loves to jam out on her electric guitar. The character was designed to create discussions about anti-Asian racism and celebrate Korean heritage. Ji Young will make her debut in a special performance at the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade. We cannot wait to meet her. And fans and activists are still celebrating the end of Britney Spears' conservatorship.
Oh, but now I'm stronger than yesterday.
LA judge terminated the 13-year-long arrangement controlled by her father on Friday. This means that Britney now has full control over her estate, finances, and her health. The pop star thanked her lawyer on social media and celebrated over a glass of champagne. And that's all I have for entertainment. Back to you, Joel.
Thanks, Jillian. This is a very exciting new beginning for Britney Spears. And there's finally a chance to bust a move on campus. The City College dance program is preparing for its first live performance since 2019. The faculty concert will include student choreographers and alumni. Dancers have been working on 9 different pieces for 2 shows. They'll be held at the Seville Theater, downtown, on Saturday. Tickets will be sold at the door and COVID-19 protocols strictly enforced. For more information, visit the San Diego City College page on Facebook. With the busy travel week ahead, what can we expect the weather to be like, Estrella?
That's right, Joel. Compared to the warmer weather last week, we're finally experiencing some seasonal temperatures and cooling down a little bit. Let's take a look at the week ahead. All right, so Thanksgiving is about a week away. That means we're entering into the busiest travel week of the year. So what does that mean for your family and friends coming in? That means beautiful days and slightly cooler nights. The marine layer is also causing a little bit of a fog, but I'll talk about that a little bit later. And we're going to heat back up by Sunday. So let's take a look. Currently in the coast, we're in the upper 60s. So that means for those of you about to take your dog for their post-dinner walk, make sure to bring a little light sweater. You're going to need it. We are also in the 70s in the inland mountain areas, and in the 80s over at the desert. But let's look at what's going on tonight here. Over in the Julian Mount Laguna area, we are in the 40s. Similarly, over in Oceanside, our neighbors up north, they're experiencing similar weather in the 40s. But then all the way down here at Imperial Beach, you'll notice we are at about 56 degrees, 55 comfortable in San Diego, and 52 in Chula Vista. So what does it look like ahead for you guys? Like I mentioned before, by Sunday, we're going to get back into warmer weather, into the 70s, into Monday. And if you notice, it's going to be cloudy. So for those of you that are traveling, make sure to check with your flights for any delays because that marine layer is causing a little bit of a fog. For those of us here at Newscene, we are not going to be here next week. Students don't come to class, so we wanted to wish everyone a happy Thanksgiving. Back to you, Joel.
And that is all the time we have for this week's Newscene. You can tune in for a new show every Wednesday evening on ITV or anytime you want on YouTube. You can also keep up with the latest news from the entire City Times media team on sdcitytimes.com/newscene. Until next time, this is Joel Garcia. Thank you for watching and good night.